everybody, I'm Allison with FlickDirect, and I am here at the Fort Lauderdale International Film Festival speaking with Brittany Snow about her feature film directorial debut, Parachute. Hi, Brittany, how are you?
I'm good. Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. I need to say that I wasn't sure what to expect with this film, and the first word that came to my mind was powerful. How autobiographical is the movie itself?
Pretty autobiographical, but then once I started writing it, I realized that it meant so much more and it would be so much more powerful if it became a lot of different collective stories in that way. There's certain instances and things that happen in the movie that are not my stories. Uh, the eating the cookie dough, that was a friend of mine.
Oh.
But I had experiences like that, you know, and so I kind of made, but all of the stuff with Ethan, with that character, is autobiographical. So the love story and the codependence and the yeah, all the body dysmorphia, all of that is true to what my experience was, and that was really important to me, to be really honest.
Did you look in the mirror at one point and start circling that? Wow.
Yeah.
I'm really amazed at that. Was this something that you felt you had to direct? Or was it more, I want to try directing, I think this is a good time to start?
I actually didn't think I was going to direct it because I didn't think I would know what I was doing. I was really scared.
Okay.
Because I had never gone to film school. You know, there was a lot of things that I felt was going against me. But during COVID and during the quarantine, I realized that I needed to direct this movie. I'm too much of a control freak, as you can tell, to let anyone direct my own story. So I put myself through a mini film school in a way and read a lot of books and went online and did classes and watched, I mean, probably like 3 movies a day and just kind of fell into this sort of thing. If I was going to do it, I was going to do it right. And I was going to be able to tell an interviewer one day that I did the work.
Well, you certainly did, and it certainly shows off in this film. Are you concerned that people in Hollywood and people in general will see you differently now once they watch this film?
Oh, I hope they do. I don't know if differently is necessarily always a bad thing, because this is a part of my story and I'm being very honest and vulnerable with something that happened to me, but I always have said that it's really funny that people regard me as something or someone that was so inherently happy and was doing movies that were very musical and uplifting, because I was obviously in so much pain when I was doing those movies, and that this movie showcases what I was going through. And so there's a cool sort of juxtaposition that I think a lot of people could feel connected to, because I think a lot of people feel that way, where they are one way towards the public and then another way in private. And I really wanted to show what it's like to show what happens in your private life.
I think 90% of us are actually that way.
Yeah.
We have a private pain, but we don't show it to the public, even to some of our closest friends. In terms of Ethan, I feel like this story is almost as much about him as it is about her.
Oh, definitely. Talk
a little bit about Ethan. Who is he? Fully a real person, or was he a combination of people as well?
He is a real person. Very much all of that, our storyline with him is very real. But then throughout, you know, there's a couple things that happen in the movie that I pulled from actually other people that I had dated or been with or married to. And I think that what it became was a character that I felt really connected a lot of patterns for me. And so yes, it's a person, but also it's a type of person that really likes saving a broken bird.
Yeah.
yeah.
It's exactly how I felt. Like he wants to save people, his father, her, you know. I want to talk about the cast. I mean, Courtney, Thomas, you have Gina in there, you have Joel McHale, who plays a phenomenal person, you know, just great job. They were all so good. How did you get them?
A lot of them are my friends, so they were favors. I'm not going to even lie about that because there's no way that they would do that, you know, if they didn't love me in some way. Dave Bautista, Gina Rodriguez.
Yes.
Those were all friends that I've worked with. Kid Cudi, Scott, who's a really, really close friend of mine. And so all of those people were, I have a favor to ask you sort of people. And then, you know, finding Thomas, Courtney, Joel was a friend of a friend.
Okay.
It really was just like putting together sort of a little puzzle piece of people that not only were very talented actors, but really fit inherently, ostensibly what that needed to feel like.
Yeah, and they all did a phenomenal job. You are very lucky to have such wonderful friends. Absolutely.
Yes.
I know last night you got a Career Achievement Award here at the film festival. And I thought, isn't she a little young to get a Career Achievement Award? But you've been in this business for almost 30 years.
Well, luckily it doesn't say Lifetime Achievement Award because I was actually pretty nervous about that. But yes, a Career Achievement Award I was very grateful to get because I think it's a very harsh feeling to go from acting to directing and trying to make that work. Not necessarily that I'm picking one or the other because I'm not. I would love to do it all. But I feel like that award was really nice because it signified that I can do a whole bunch of things.
And you absolutely can. You know, we've talked about it, the fun singing roles as well as other things, and now directing, and it's just phenomenal. So I want to thank you for your time.
Yeah,
I want to thank you for this film because I don't identify necessarily with Riley, but I think everybody can see a little bit of Riley in themselves.
Yeah.
And so, again, very powerful.
Thank you.
And I know it's going to be coming out next year on streaming platforms. Is that correct? Fantastic. I can't wait for people to see it because it's going to sit with me for a while. You know what I mean?
Good. That means a lot. That's what I was hoping for.
Yes,
so
absolutely. And thank you for sharing your story.
Yeah.